Hello, good afternoon. Imagine with me for just a minute the following scenario. In these states, in the states of Vermont, Delaware, Hawaii, Idaho, Nebraska, Nevada, Kansas, Mississippi, Iowa, Oregon, South Carolina, and Colorado, every single person in those states has been wounded. The entire populations of Ohio and New Jersey are homeless, surviving with friends, relatives, or under bridges as they can. The entire populations of Michigan, Indiana, and Kentucky have fled to Canada or Mexico. And in what used to be the cities of Rockford, Aurora, Madison, Milwaukee, Detroit, and Chicago, every single person has been killed. Plus 1.5 million more deaths to scatter around the Chicago suburbs. This is the effect in our country if we had casualties comparable to what Iraq has suffered from the U.S. war. And as far as Afghanistan, who knows, because we don't count casualties. Johns Hopkins Hospital counted them in Iraq. We're probably more familiar with the number of 5,754, the official killed in action number from the U.S. government for Iraq and Afghanistan, plus tens of thousands of wounded. When I was a hospital corpsman during the Vietnam War, I took care of hundreds of guys that were in that category of wounded. And if you don't think that some of those wounded are envying the dead, all you have to do is go to the nearest VA long-term care unit and see people who have not gotten out of bed for the last 30 years and are going to stay there until they die. But I'd like to ask us a question. The effects that war has on every one of us, whether or not we've been personally involved or family members involved. And the question is this: how is the war economy working for you? When 5% of what we've spent in these wars would pay every college tuition for 1 year in the United States. When the U.S., 37th in health care, could have a world-class health care system. When millions have been thrown out of work and thrown out of their homes. In Germany, where they still make things for a living, they get 6 weeks vacation. They work an average of 8 weeks a year less than we do. Those things are tied together. They are tied together. The war economy and the standard of living that we have that we know could be much better. That's why Veterans for Peace is committed to working with everyone, whether it's on racism or foreclosures or picket lines, till we turn this around. And I want to end with the words that was on our banner that we put down in Washington 2 weeks ago at the museum. And we said, Mr. Obama, end these fucking wars. War is the obscenity. War is the obscenity. Peace now.